Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Cassiejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey G.
And today we are going to break down Last Kiss, and very similar to the lyrics in Last Kiss. The very second line is lit through the darkness at 1:58. It is right now 10:58. I have a meeting in 2 minutes, so I'm going to step out of the room and listen to this episode once it's posted.
Thanks, Nick.
All right,
Thanks, Nick. Have a good meeting.
Hey, join us when you're through.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, if we're still recording when your meeting's done, just come back.
Okay.
I still remember the look on Nick's face
Yeah.
as he hurried out the door
Yeah.
for his meeting.
It sounds like a Christmas story.
Wait, leave us your clothes so we can wear them.
So, Last Kiss by Taylor Swift.
Now that the man is out of the room.
Anybody else, is this their favorite? In rankings, this was my favorite song. In the initial Speak Now rankings, this is my favorite song, and I don't know that my opinion has changed yet.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely up there. It's definitely, most definitely up there. And we've said it before, and I'll say it again. I truly believe that Last Kiss walked so that All Too Well could run.
Yeah.
Very true.
I really think that. We've said that for years, and I still stand by it. And I feel like Last Kiss is one of those songs where, yeah, it's not a commercially popular Taylor Swift song. You know, it's kind of deep in the album, especially one of her earlier albums and whatever. But, I mean, it's like a 6-minute long song. It's sad. It's great. It's fantastic. But I do think it's like, at this point in time, which is kind of hard to do with Taylor Swift's insane popularity right now, but I feel like it's like a fan hidden gem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you said it's a 6-minute long song. Some of that is because of a 27-second intro.
Iconic.
Iconic. 27-second intro.
Is that petty?
And
It's is it petty
What
or
is it?
Just
For
incredible.
reference.
so why is 27 seconds relevant in the Swiftie verse?
Well, this song is rumored to be inspired by Joe Jonas, who famously broke up with Taylor Swift over the phone on a 27-second phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And their relationship, which we broke down in intense detail on our episode of Better Than Revenge, if you want to go check that out. But they had broken up right before she released Fearless. But she was able to get Forever and Always on Fearless at the very last second, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that we, tend to believe that Last Kiss is in relation to the same relationship is because the hidden message in Last Kiss is Forever and Always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she did stick it to Joe one more time with that 27-second intro because Taylor Swift loves a good detail.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She is the queen of details. But she starts off this song, I still remember the look on your face, lit through the darkness at 1:58.
It's just, like you said, it's the details. But it is those little details that I feel like with Taylor's lyricism, she just really, really paints a story. Like with those details, like the 1:58, the July, the plane, the rain, the smell, like everything. Like she just basically writes these little mini movies.
And I love how she can make the simplest thing iconic. August, 1:58. Like all those little details that she adds makes every month and every time a Taylor Swift time. 13. I mean, come on. The words that you whispered, for just us to know, you told me you love me, so why did you go away?
I used to think it said, I used to misheard lyric. I used to think that the lyric was, so why did you go? And then it'd be like, wait. So why did you go? Wait. That's what I thought it was until very recently.
Hey, these breakdowns help.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I do recall now the smell of the rain, fresh off the pavement, I ran off the plane.
Have y'all seen that picture?
No.
There is a picture of her like getting off of a plane when it's raining, like late at night, probably 1:58 in the morning.
July 9th?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll pull it up so I can show you.
She flew into Dallas to attend a Jonas Brothers show on July 9th, 2008.
Aw, Taylor. That July 9th, the beat of your heart, it jumps through your shirt. I can still feel your arms.
I don't know if you can see it from all the way over here, Lacey.
I can. Her attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
So she was getting off the plane to go be in Joe Jonas's arms. She can feel the beat of his heart. But now I'll go sit on the floor wearing your clothes. All that I know is I don't know how to be something you miss.
And that's the lyric that you really
Yes.
like, right?
Yes. Because as a people pleaser, you can know how to make other people happy, and you can kind of change your personality to suit other people to make them happy, because that's where you get your happiness from, is from other people. But even though I could be your mirror ball and I could be absolutely anything, the one thing that I can't be is something you miss or something you love or something you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that lyric is so intense. How to be something you miss. I don't know how to be something you miss.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that she said, like, on the forward of Speak Now, Taylor's version, that she thinks Last Kiss is one of the saddest songs
That's what I read.
that she's ever written.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so true, though. Like, when you're in a relationship, like, you don't think about you having a last kiss, right? And it's like, whenever you break up, it's not like you're like, let's just kiss one last time before we really end. I mean, maybe some people do, but, you know, in a normal, whatever. It's not something you think about until after the fact. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, we did have a last kiss. Kind of like similar to how people say that, you know, when you're a kid, you never think about the last time that your parents pick you up until suddenly they just don't pick you up anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same sentiment, right?
Absolutely.
And kind of like champagne problems, how evergreen our group of friends. Don't think we'll say that word again. You don't realize whenever how different things are going to be, that you're never going to say the word "our," that it's not our friends anymore.
Is that
we're
the word
not
she's talking about?
I think so. Don't you think so? That's plagued me, but I think it is our.
It's a question on our list.
Yes.
But I would agree with you.
Our, because you don't realize that you're not going to say that word anymore. You don't realize that it's no longer us anymore.
And it's like, I don't know at what point in time, you know, obviously she wrote Forever and Always and managed to get that on Fearless. And then, you know, we get this album 2 years later. And it's like, how much time passed between the, like, were you just kidding? Because it seems to me to like, oh man, we had it like, they're two different breakup songs. They're like different sentiments. And I wonder what the time was between the writing of the two of them.
Because at first you kind of want to feel justified about the breakup. And that's where the snarky forever and always, like, you're mad about it. And you broke up with me before I could break up with you. It's kind of that immaturity going on. And then after that pain goes away, you realize to finally mourn the relationship and the good parts about it, instead of just justifying what was bad and you let me down and you, this is your fault. And then you kind of realize, oh, well, this is a potential of what we had. And now I'm kind of mourning that.
Yeah. A breakup is always easier when you have like the reason to be angry.
Yeah.
Right?
In the stages of grief, I mean, you lose a relationship, so you know there's anger and depression and all of it. All of it's in there.
So what stage do you think Last Kiss falls into? Acceptance?
Yeah.
Yeah. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. So speaking of having to navigate through life and navigate your emotions, sometimes you're having a difficult time. Sometimes you're not. And you just want to be able to talk to somebody and get some opinions from a professional. And that's why I like to refer to our friends at BetterHelp. Sometimes you're dealing with racing thoughts that can keep you up at night or wake you up early, can prevent you from being able to enjoy your life. That's whenever I decided to turn to our friends at BetterHelp, whenever I realized my life was so chaotic that I needed to be able to talk to somebody to help with the overwhelming anxiety that I was experiencing in my life.
And sometimes talking to a professional, they can just help you learn the coping and positive skills that you need, to get through those moments. Like sometimes when I'm talking to my therapist and she's telling me about how to, manage my own anxieties, at the time I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But when the moment comes and I am having those restless nights and I can tell myself that I'm having anxiety, I think about what I learned in those therapy sessions to then apply in those moments.
I love that my therapist has taught me how to get out of those negative thought cycles and find some mental and emotional peace.
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
Get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Taylor Swift fan today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Taylor Swift fan. So Taylor reflects and says, I never thought we'd have a last kiss. I never imagined we'd end like this. Your name, forever the name on my lips. I do remember the swing of your step, the life of the party. You're showing off again.
That's one of my favorite parts, how she sings it. You're showing off again. And I'd roll my eyes and then you'd pull me in. I'm not much for dancing. Before you, I did. Taylor, we know that you love to dance now.
Now she loves to dance. But
And-
remember how awkward it would be and you're not comfortable in your body, so you don't want to dance. You're not trying.
And when you're young and you're like, you kind of need that like outgoing, extroverted person to get you out on the dance floor and stuff. Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, but for you, I did. I'm not much for dancing, but for you, I did.
I love to dance. I can't dance. I love to dance, though. Not being able to dance has never stopped me. However, I do like a pair with me. I want someone on the dance floor that like you can awkwardly look at whenever you're just being weird. I want that one other person out on the dance floor with me. But Taylor's willing to dance with her partner because I love your handshake.
Meeting my father. I think this is one of my favorite verses. I'm going to say that for every single one, right?
Meeting my father. I love how you walk with your hands in your pockets.
And how you'd kiss me when I was in the middle of saying something. There's not a day I don't miss those rude interruptions, and it's just the way the song just like flows. Like, oh my God. I feel like
your clothes.
This song, I mean, obviously it was out in like 2010 and stuff. And it's like, I remember listening to it, but not really like listening to it. Like I have, such intense memories of other songs on Speak Now, but Last Kiss for some reason is one of those songs that it comes on and I somehow know every single word, but I don't know when I ever took the time to learn the words. I just do. I just know them. What is it about Taylor that does that?
Speaks from the soul.
I know, but has that ever happened? Have you ever had somebody kiss you when you were in the middle of saying something?
And then they like kiss your teeth.
You're like,
And it's like you kiss the front tooth.
I don't know about the tooth part, but yeah, it's just like it's an overwhelming, like, you're so cute. I just can't wait one more second. I have to kiss you.
Just shut up and let me kiss you.
Either that or the awkward moment that like you're not on the same chemistry level. Like for some reason you're not vibing in that moment. Not that it's a bad kiss or something, but you're just off with that person and they come and try to kiss you. And it's like, I was talking.
But that's why it's like a rude interruption, right?
Yeah.
But there's not a day I don't miss. That's funny because I would have never. I'm not a lyricist, I'm not a songwriter, but it's like how it's impressive and it's incredible to me that Taylor can take something so simple and make it sound so accurate and pretty and sad all at the same time. Happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time.
And I'll go sit on the floor wearing your clothes. All that I know is I don't know how to be something you miss. Never thought we'd have that last kiss. Never imagined we'd end like this. Your name, forever the name on my lips.
Oh.
And then this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. I'm pretty sure that, like, in one of our very first podcast episodes when we were talking about lyrics that make us cry, I'm pretty sure we played the bridge to this song, I think. Sappy Swifties, that was the episode.
So I'll watch your life in pictures like I used to watch you sleep. And I feel you forget me.
Like I used to feel you breathe. But it's like this is the part of the song where it's like, it's not that it's like a huge like yelling at the top of your lungs, but it is like a louder part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you do kind of yell it at the top of your lungs.
And I'll keep up with our old friends just to ask them how you are. I hope it's nice where you are.
And I hope the sun shines and it's a beautiful day. And something reminds you.
You wish you had stayed.
Ugh.
You can plan for a change in the weather and time, but I never planned on you changing your mind.
Oh, that's gut-wrenching.
Yeah, that's rough.
That is absolutely gut-wrenching. And how do you guys feel about, in the original version, in the stolen version, you can very clearly hear like the crack in her voice as she's singing it and like the shaky breath that she takes. She's like, like, so I'll go. But obviously in Taylor's version, it's not as, it's like
It's not raw anymore.
It's not as raw. But how do you feel about that? Because I know that there was a lot of discussion online right before we got Speaking Out Taylor's version of like, do you think she's gonna keep the shaky breath or not? But it's like, it's a different emotion. It's it's been 13 years.
Yeah, more reflection than in the moment.
Yeah, and it's like but I think that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
That she has grown since then, and she's recording it with emotion and passion because she owns it, but not because she mourns the relationship, right?
And we've seen her disassociate
Yeah.
while she's singing emotional songs. But thank goodness, because I don't want her reliving every
Right.
single emotion every time that she's singing those songs. That would
falling-
just be torture.
Or falling apart. We don't want her to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So I respect it.
Yeah, me too.
And she wraps it up. Again, sit on the floor wearing your clothes. All that I know is I don't know how to be something you miss. I never thought we'd have a last kiss. Never imagined we'd end like this. Your name forever the name on my lips. Just like our last kiss.
But then she ends it with just like our last. She doesn't say kiss
She doesn't. Why?
because you didn't expect it,
Oh.
right? Like
Mhm.
You wanted her to.
I never imagined.
and you didn't get it.
Right.
You didn't have a last
She
one.
didn't get a last kiss, and neither did we.
Oh.
We didn't get a last kiss.
Clever.
Yeah.
I did not pick up on that.
Mhm.
I was like, why didn't she just say it?
I'm about to start crying. Yeah.
Wow.
It's never imagined we'd end like this. Never thought we'd have a last kiss. There's no
There's
last,
no kiss.
There's
There's
no
no
last kiss.
ending.
There is no last kiss
Mhm.
Mhm.
at the end of the song.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. Summer has officially started in my house when my kids are in full sports mode. We are outside constantly. Baseball games, practices, tournaments, running from one field to the next in the heat. And if you've ever sat through a doubleheader in the middle of the summer, then you know that staying hydrated is not optional. That's why I always throw in a few sticks of Liquid IV's hydration multiplier in my bag. I'm obsessed with the pina colada flavor right now, and it really just tastes like summer in a cup. Just tear it open, pour it into 16 ounces of water, and it hydrates faster than water alone. It's powered by Live Hydroscience with an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients. Plus, Liquid IV has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink and includes 8 vitamins and nutrients in every stick. It's also non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Stay hydrated while you're on the go this summer with Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at checkout. That's 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at liquidiv.com.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. So, way back when, she did have a little blurb on her website about the song Last Kiss. And she said, the song Last Kiss is sort of like a letter to somebody. You say all these desperate, hopeless feelings that you have after a breakup. Going through a breakup, you feel all these different things. You feel anger and you feel confusion and frustration. Then there's this absolute sadness, the sadness of losing this person, losing all of the memories and the hopes that you had for the future. There are times when you have this moment of truth where you just admit to yourself that you'll miss all those things. When I was in one of those moments, I wrote this song. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of like how we were saying earlier, you know, just the stages of grief, if you will, of grieving a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she told Ryan Seacrest about the breakup that inspired Last Kiss. I started to write the song, and then all of these emotions started coming back to me from that particular relationship. It wasn't the best feeling in the world. And she also told MTV, I think that Last Kiss is a really important song to me. I think it's one of those where you have to learn how to move on and you have to learn how to let go of things. But it's also very important to hang on to the things that are important to you. Just beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Off the top of your head, what would you say are some of Taylor's saddest songs?
My Tears Ricochet.
Yeah. All Too Well. 10 Minute.
You're Losing Me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I mean, just saddest. Bigger Than the Whole Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tolerate It.
Mm-hmm.
Soon You'll Get Better.
I mean, we could go for a long time.
And now that we're sad.
Better Help Again. Taylor did sing this song as a surprise song in Kansas City on July 9th, and she messed it up twice during the acoustic set. So, as she follows by her own rules, we will get to hear this song again, but who knows? Maybe she'll end up adding it to the set list. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what she's planning whenever she comes back. I do think it's going to be something different, but I am also a clown, and I think Taylor Swift is up to something every day, and she is, just not necessarily what I think she's up to.
I also love that July 9th is Last Kiss Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, within the fandom, it is Last Kiss Day. And at 1:58, everybody takes a screenshot of the time and, like, posts it on social media. At least I do every year.
I was going to say, including yourself on your honeymoon. You did that.
Yeah. I love it so much. I think it's such a cute little thing within the fandom where it's like, if you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, you see somebody's Instagram story and it's 1:58 and it's July 9th. You're just like, if you know, you know. It's kind of like, I don't know, just the other way to find Swifties, which is just
Absolutely.
so cute. And this past year, Ryan and I were at lunch with our friend Michael, actually, when it was on July 9th, and it was 1:50, and I took a screenshot, and Ryan was like, I don't get it. Why'd you take a screenshot? And so I explained to him the importance of 1:58 July 9th and everything, and Michael got it on video of me just, like, telling him, and Ryan's face, like, the smile on his face, like a very, like, in one ear, out the other, but as long as it makes you happy. It was very cute.
Oh, I love that.
Do you guys want to hear some stories from our listeners?
Yes, please.
About the song Last Kiss. Feel free to share your stories, memories, misheard lyrics, anything that you'd like shared on the podcast over on our Instagram at the 13 Podcast. As we go through every song on Speak Now, we love hearing from you. Danielle Cornwell said, in July of this year, I was pregnant with my first baby, and I had to be induced on July 7th. But then I had him on July 9th. My husband and I call him our Swiftie baby.
Aw.
Even though Last Kiss is a heartbreaking song, we tell him that it's his Taylor Swift song. Oh, Pauline said, I was at the July 8th show of the tour, and we got Last Kiss as our surprise song. When we saw the Koi Fish guitar, a jolt of energy went through the stadium because we knew what was happening. And while I always loved Last Kiss, getting to see it that day hit different. 4 days before the show, I had to put my dog down. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pauline. He was my very first dog, and this is honestly one of the reasons I'm alive today. While Last Kiss was about a breakup, I couldn't help but think of my dog and the last moments that we spent together. Taylor's words relate to heartbreak on any level and help me grieve the loss, and for that I'm grateful.
Oh, man.
Aw,
my
I'm glad you were
God.
there.
Yeah,
I'm
so
glad
happy
that
you're
song
there.
was comforting for you.
And so sorry for your loss, but it is beautiful to know that you find comfort in Taylor Swift's music, like a lot of us do. Sid Kadu 17 said, the bridge of Last Kiss can destroy anyone who recently had a one-sided breakup, and July 9th will forever be Last Kiss Day.
Aww.
Tiff Beck said, I was 20 years old trying to figure my life out, and I would listen to Last Kiss on repeat on my purple MP3 player in order to fall asleep. Every time I listen to that song, I'm transported to that time of my life, and I'm so thankful for the way that my life has turned out and all that I've accomplished over the past 13 years.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Izzy said, my favorite memory of Last Kiss is just crying when I hear it.
Same, Izzy.
Erica said, I have an embarrassing misheard lyric for Last Kiss. Instead of that July 9th, I always thought it was Bachelor Night. And people were always mentioning July 9th, and I always just had to pretend that I knew what they were talking about. It wasn't until Taylor's version came out that I realized that's where she says it.
Oh,
That's so funny.
Bachelor Night.
A lifelong Swiftie that's like, yeah, July 9th. What? Bachelor Night. Bachelor Night.
Oh, man.
It does kind of sound like that.
See, I could hear July night, maybe, and not July 9th, but that's funny. That's a funny misheard lyric.
Reniters said, I was 18 at the time Last Kiss was released, so I was very much into having lyrics as my status is on Facebook, which is very 2010. I don't know how to be something you miss. Absolutely wrecked me, and I put those lyrics to get my crush to notice me.
Aww.
Sounds like it worked.
Yeah, it sounds like it worked. It says it's still one of my favorite songs to this day. My now fiance heard it for the first time when Taylor's version came out, and he said Taylor had him in his feels. Wait, one more. Keely in Wonderland 97 said, when Last Kiss came out, I would lay on my bedroom floor just waiting for my ex-boyfriend to call me back.
Oh, my God.
Aww.
We love you, Keely.
Are there any other Last Kiss songs that you know of?
What do you mean?
Do you know of any other songs that are called Last Kiss?
Is there one that you know of? 'Cause- Okay, I can't think of one. You're putting me on the spot, though.
Last Kiss by Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
And Last Kiss by...
Oh, where can my baby be?
Is that called Last Kiss?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. The Lord took her away from me.
I-
So there's an original song, by J. Frank Wilson and the Cavaliers, but then Pearl Jam did a cover of it.
I had no idea. I love that song.
Yeah.
I did not know it was called Last Kiss.
Yeah. So it's a song about a couple being in a car wreck and the girlfriend dies. And where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me.
Oh.
She's gone to heaven, so I've got to be good so I can see my baby when I leave this world.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's another song, Last Kiss.
Fantastic song.
Mhm.
I don't think I've heard that song, but when you started singing, I thought of something else. I thought you were going to say, oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, by the VeggieTales.
Yes.
Where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush?
Okay, I'm familiar with the old Last Kiss. I'm not familiar with the hairbrush song by the VeggieTales.
It was just confusion.
It was just the, oh, where. That's the only similarity. There's no Last Kiss in the VeggieTales that I'm aware of.
Okay.
But now I need Last Kiss VeggieTales version.
Thank you for listening to this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, where we have broken down Last Kiss. Join us next time. We are going to be breaking down fan favorite, Long Live. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about breaking down that song.
Bring your
It's gonna
tissues.
be great. Yes, bring your tissues. Thank you for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. I'm Lacey G.
I'm Anna. Bye. I don't know why you do it. It's so awkward.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner, and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account, and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. That's chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.